Okay, Parshas Nerach, there's not that many choices. Okay, so we're going to learn the Maimer on page 16 in Torah Od. The great floodwaters cannot extinguish the love. And the rivers cannot flood it out. If a man will give all his treasures of the house with love and so on. So he says, Mayim Rabim, what does Mayim Rabim refer to? Him kol tirdas ha-parnasa. The worries about parnasa, the floodwaters of the world, that want to flood out Yiddishkeit. And all the thoughts about worldly things, even though there's all these problems, worries about parnasa and everything else, it still cannot extinguish the love, which is ava misoteres, the concealed love, that every single his has by nature from the nefesh or lekitz. Its nature is to always go upward like a flame. The Alter Rebbe says in Tanya, Perek Yud Ches, why is the neshama likened to a flame? Because just like a flame always goes upward, the neshama is always wanting and desiring to go back to Hashem. Like a shalev, like it says before that. Its fire is a burning fire, shall have its yudke, the flame of Hashem, which is how shall have a sabam. This is the fire that comes from above, which is the nefesh ulikis. Okay? So he says like this. The Jew has a concealed love. That concealed love is a gift from above. Comes from nefesh ulikis. Right? That love is existing. That love can never be extinguished. To give you a simple example, you have like a flintstone is a source of fire. You rub it, rub it together, and it makes a. So the source of fire is in that sort of halamish. Yet the sort of halamish could be in water for who knows how long, and that flame is still, the source of fire is still there. It'll never become extinguished. I mean, here it's even more than that. It's actually not only the potential of fire, it is a fire. Shakei de mislabshus abuguf. The nefesh, because before it comes into the body, enjoy the actual way of the Shechina. And was united with the ultimate unity. Before the neshama comes into the body, the neshama is mamish with Hashem. Therefore, the neshama, even after it comes into a physical body, to deal with physical things, which are called mayim rabim. So in other words, because the neshama is a part of Hashem, therefore even when the neshama comes into the world, that mayim rabim of the world, of the guf, nefesh world, cannot extinguish that the neshama itself will never be stopped and blocked from having the strong love, and even more so. Not only by the neshama coming into the guf does the neshama not become weakened or extinguished, but on the contrary, dafka by the neshama coming into the body, it could reach a higher place, like you'll explain. Now, the episode like I'm going to explain. Bottom line is that the neshama in the body has this tremendous love of Hashem, can never be extinguished even with the mayim rabim. And therefore, not only it doesn't become extinguished, dafka through that blockage can the neshama reach a level it otherwise not be able to reach. So he says, V'hinei b'chinas mayim rabim. This level of mayim rabim is called in the pasuk Mei Noach, the waters of Noach. Like it says in the pasuk, that is just like Hashem swore that he'll never bring the flood again on the earth. The same thing Hashem swore, he'll never get angry at the Jews in the way that he will destroy the Jews.
was before Abraham.
He's not speaking about Mei Noach, is the Ava Mesoteres. Mei Noach is the waters that want to flood out the Ava Mesoteres.
He's talking about the concept.
You're talking about two different things. Mei Noach is the worldly things that want to disturb us. The Ava Mesoteres that every Yid possesses is B'Yerusha from Avram Avinu.
This is what is saying here about the Ava Mesoteres. He's talking about which is after Noach.
Yeah. First Hashem made the world, and then he brought Adam in it. First he made the Mei Noach, and then he made the Ava Mesoteres. That's answer number one. Answer number two is it started from Adam Rishon. But the fact that only Yidden have it, that started from Avram Avinu. Adam Rishon had this Ava to Hashem. So it really started from Adam Rishon. This that Avram Avinu, we have inheritance from Avram Avinu, the Ava, the love of Hashem, that's the Jews got it from Avram Avinu.
It's the Yerusha.
Yeah.
Who's the father of Judah?
Avram Avinu.
But he's also have Ishmael. He also have.
That's the Arabs
Isn't
one.
Yaakov our father?
The father of the Jewish people is Avram. He's also the father, the Arabs consider him the father of the Arabs. But again, we said there's Ibn Ezra and told us that says today's Arabs don't come from Yishmael.
Do not?
The Ibn Ezra says that today's Arabs don't come from Yishmael. That's what he says.
The generation between Noach and Abraham.
10 generations.
Right. They had the Yerusha.
No. Certain people got it. Why wasn't Noach the first Jew? Avram Avinu also didn't have Torah. By the way, Rashi says in this week's Parsha, how did Noach know which animals are kosher and not? Mikan shalom ad Noach Torah. Rashi says Noach learned Torah.
Yes.
No.
It's not.
Why isn't Adam Rishon the first Jew? Why isn't Mr. Shalach the first Jew? Chanech, there are a lot of good guys up there.
Is that true?
Shem ve'ever, he had a yeshiva.
Is that true that Hashem let the animals in, chose them? Did them go?
That's the answer. The answer, why is Avram Avinu the first Jew? Because he came to the realization of God on his own. All the other people, Vayem Elokim l'Noach, Hashem revealed to Adam Rishon. The one that came to the realization on his own, that Einoid Mulvadai, was Avram Avinu.
Noach built the ark for 120 years.
Hashem told him build it.
So he came to the realization that.
No, he did. Hashem told him build it. It came totally from above. The uniqueness, Echad Oya Avram, that the pasuk says, Avram Avinu was unique, was the fact that he could his bayir on his own. At the age of 3 or 40 or 48, the 3 different opinions. And the Rebbe explains it's not different opinions, it's different stages. But Avram Avinu was unique because he came to this realization of that there's a God on his own.
Higher than the Tushel.
Yeah. Higher than Noach. Higher, in certain respect, higher than other Medish. Why is it so difficult to understand? Avram Avinu was the first Jew because he came to that realization on his own. Nobody told him anything. Okay. So he says, which is the level of resting, like a person of Reshevis Mimalachti. Noach means menucha, right? The root of menucha is Noach. Meaning, He rested on the seventh day, and Targumi says, V'noch b'yom shviyah. He rested on the seventh day. Umashakol says Noach based pamim. This that the Torah says, Ela told us Noach is tzaddik. So why does it? It could have said Ela told us Noach is tzaddik. Why? Em naicha de ilov and naicha de sato. The Torah says it's resting up there and resting down here. So bechin the Shabbos tatov and Shabbos ilov. There's a lower level of Shabbos. There's a higher level of Shabbos, which will be She'eli Osid Lovei. When Mashiach comes, will be Yom Shekul Shabbos, Mashenk in Shabbos Tato. On the other hand, the lower level of Shabbos is not completely Shabbos, like he'll explain. Kumeshi is born. So Al Rebbe starts off, is going into this like this. Mayim Rabim is called Meinayach. What is the meaning of Meinayach? Meinayach means it makes peace, resting, higher worlds and lower worlds. There's a higher Shabbos, there's a lower Shabbos. The higher Shabbos is the level of Losud Lav Yom Shekul Shabbos, which would be only Shabbos. The whole Kule Shabbos, it's all Shabbos. Which means now, it's not all Shabbos, it's Shabbos. And we'll explain that later. It's not understood this whole concept of the flood. If it was only to kill the sinners, we spoke about this last night. Why did Abish have to make a tumult, 120 years building an ark, and then another year in the flood, in the whole teva and all that? Hashem could have destroyed everybody in one split second without having a mabel. Commotion, 120 years to build a teva. I mean, come on, there's a lot of, you could have opened up the earth, like Kairach, and they could have all died. Could have shot them all, I mean, whatever. So he says, the truth is, the purpose of the mabel was not to kill the people, it was to purify the earth. Like it says, the earth was full of robbery. And it became very ruined. It needed to be purified. The tire said to purify the impure. Like mikvah, which is memsa, which misateres is atome, which purifies the impure. The same thing, the mabel was l'tayres kol ha'oretz. Like we mentioned last night, that's for the Medrash says that the shachis min ha'oretz. This Rashi brings down that 3 tvachim, 3 handbreadths of the earth was destroyed, washed away. Why? The earth was so corrupt that it affected the physical earth. The physical earth had to be purified and washed away.
Where does it say that in the Torah?
The what? Well, it says Min Adam. The Medrash says. Rashi brings it down the Chumash. It's in Torah Shabbat. Medrash says.
And where did it go?
It's quick. Where did it go? Went to Jupiter. I don't know where it went.
Purified for Noach and his family?
For everybody.
That's everybody.
Why?
And everybody after.
Everybody after, no?
Right.
So what?
No.
Why Hashem needed to do that? Why Hashem couldn't take another
Russ.
step, throw it out, put another year,
Another earth?
another.
Why should I?
We are talking to Hashem. Hashem could do that.
Hashem can do whatever he wants. So any way he does it, why? I know the problem is in today's world everything's disposable. You have something, it breaks. You throw it out or you fix it. You try to fix it. Nowadays you throw it out because it doesn't pay to fix. The fixing costs more than the thing itself, and it's anyway not going to work. Okay, but in the good old days, in our good old days, in the olden days, something broke, you fixed it. Something tore, you sewed it. Remember, you used to fix the socks and the. Okay, right. Something's broken, you fix it. The world became tamei. Hashem didn't dump it out. Hashem's teaching us a lesson. You don't dump it, you fix it. You purify it. Why should you just dump it?
Yes, sir, fire.
יישר כוח.